Hi, and welcome to the Trunomics Daily Recap. It's September 18th, 2025. Today is a reminder. I'm kind of randomly just driving back from work, and I thought about Daniel 5. For those of you that aren't familiar with Daniel 5, you have King Belshazzar, who uses like holy temple vessels for a party, and that sort of arrogance and pride didn't work out so well for him, and he kind of got just wasn't. The lesson that we can learn in this is that it's better not to. And I look up to people like Steph Curry. He hits the three. He's not saying, "Look how good I am." He points his finger up to heaven and says, "Thank you, Lord Jesus." And when I do these market recaps, I realize that if I'm not careful, like I'm just like I don't want to use it as a platform to like pump my own bags or highlight a trade that I made that was good. Like, sure, maybe, but that's not the point. The point is to stay away from fear, stay away from greed, stay away from pride and arrogance, and just cover it without the subtleness of you being on the other line saying, "Oh, well, he's bragging," or um, "He's trying to sell me something." And after being a part of some different communities, there's, I mean, I was like a religious fervor. I'd wake up at like 3:30 in the morning and go to the gym and listen to this live investment thing based on the East Coast. It was like a 4:45 start, on the West Coast, and then there'd be another show later, and but I felt that, and I don't want to bag them. I want to keep names out of it, but there is some great content. Don't get me wrong, a ton of learning, and I'm grateful for it. But a ton of like sales in something that I've already paid for. And I'm like, listen, like I'm trying to get my day started here, and I feel like the product that I spent money on, I'm trying to be sold another product, and it hit me real quick that some of these services are out there, and really their main motivation is just to sell subscriptions, and they almost just use the guise of their like they pump their winners and they don't talk about their losers, and you can tell real quick it's not really about you becoming a better investor. It's about them selling more subscriptions. So for right now, I'm just doing this for the love of the game. I'm not even offering a subscription. I'm just digesting the markets how I see it, and want to create a community that actually just is in it for the love of the game. Just other full-time traders or other part-time traders that like this element, and the freedom that trading can bring, and uh, have a forum to talk about it, discuss it, say, "Hey, let's look at Carlisle. Like, what's their market cap?" Well, market cap is down again, down to 14.17 billion. And just looking at simply, you can see it in the price of the stock. It continues to go down. Since we talked about Daniel 5, we really don't want to talk about you know, like, so this isn't like brag time. I simply closed out my short on McDonald's today because I didn't like the trade. Um, but in full transparency, it it was a practically a break even, slightly positive. Um, do I think it could go further here? Yeah, but I I would rather, if I had to do it over again, I would have rather waited for a bounce and shorted up here, versus where I shorted down here. I think I already shorted at an area that was too far extended just from a technical basis. So it's part of the reason I didn't like my own trade. Um, what else do we want to talk about? That's all I have for tonight. That's all I want to talk about. Thank you for tuning in, and If there's any particular stocks that you want me to take a look at, I'm happy to. Again, I don't want to provide, this is not investment advice. This is me digesting the markets verbally. I like to do that. Sometimes I think of something different when I take the few minutes to do it. But as well as I've also learned a tremendous amount from other traders over the years in similar things like this, where they did a market recap and they looked at different stocks, and I found myself gravitating towards certain ones that I liked. And so that's part of the intention with this is um, just providing, like, being a catalyst for community, and I don't know exactly how it's going to go or how it's going to look, but I have an idea of what it could look like, and it's enough for me to try to put something together and build this. So thanks again for tuning in tonight.